The Democratic Party, many of them, they would have to be brain dead not to know that a lot of people are not feeling Joe Biden. And, the sad part is they're not doing nothing about it, but hey, it is what it is. So, Hakeem Jeffries, what he's doing is downplaying the lack of enthusiasm for Joe Biden this election season. And, he's claiming he's not concerned. But trust me, they are. That's why they're watching us. And if you notice, they're starting to try to come around, but they're using Kamala. But probably by the summer, you're going to see Joe Biden trying to jump his crickety behind in front of a bunch of our people, trying to see what votes he can get. So, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said that he was not concerned about the polling numbers showing Biden performing worse among Black voters than he did in 2020. In a CBS News poll this week, Biden led Trump among Black voters, 76 to 23% support. And you also have to throw in the factor of the age of these voters. The poll could have been mostly older people opposed to a lot of younger people. While he carried about 90% of the group 4 years earlier, the polling has been all over the place, Jeffrey said in a CBS Face the Nation interview. So he said, but I'm confident that at the end of the day in November, the overwhelming majority of African American, Caribbean American, Black voters throughout the country will support President Biden and understand that he has delivered over and over and over again on issues of concern. No, he didn't. That's a straight up lie. Spoken just like a lying politician. He hasn't addressed any of our issues of concern. And y'all know what the issues are because you know exactly what to avoid. So you know what the issues are. So whether that's the lowest rate of Black unemployment in decades, whether it's the historic investment in historically Black colleges and university, making sure that he has supportive, incredibly, of small business creation and entrepreneurship in the Black community, building upon the efforts that has been previously done by President Barack Obama. He continued, Jeffries rejected the lack of enthusiasm for Biden among Black voters, saying that betrays what he has seen in his district in Brooklyn, New York. Really? My New Yorkers, let me know if y'all are feeling Joe Biden like Hakeem Jeffries is trying to say. I've traveled throughout the country and spent time, of course, in the district that I represent here in Brooklyn. And there is a high degree of enthusiasm for President Joe Biden. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And it's growing, he said. The leader said Biden's strong State of the Union address and focus on the issues that matter. So, specifically, reproductive rights have engaged voters. That is not what we are talking about. Okay. That is not what we're talking about at all. He was strong, he was serious. And okay, so he's trying to say that Joe Biden's State of the Union, that he didn't mention anything about us in, was fiery. And it was, it really brought a strong impression about the Biden administration and his presidency. I didn't see all of that in the speech at all. I did not see that. So he goes on to say he drew a clear contrast between his vision of moving America forward in an enlightened way that's inclusive of everyone, and the contrast with the extreme MAGA Republican who want to turn back the clock, Jeffrey said. Biden's campaign has faced pressure regarding Black voters for months, with principal deputy campaign manager Quentin Fawkes chalking the issue up in January to people expressing urgency. They sense a sense of urgency because of the threat that Republicans pose to you, America, right now. And that's precisely why the president and the vice president are running for reelection to make sure that that doesn't happen. Falk said in January, when it comes to African American voters, I want to be very clear about this, that no administration has done as much for African American community, as for he's saying the same thing that Donald Trump said, y'all. He's saying no administration has done as much for the African American community as President Biden and Vice President Harris. Why do y'all keep saying that on both sides? And we know darn well nothing has been done for us, and they know it too. Donald Trump makes this claim, and Joe Biden also. Everybody has done the most for African Americans, and yet nothing changes for us. And it's amazing. We can't name none of these things either side have done that made a difference for us. I'm just saying, they're saying the same words Donald Trump said. 1 in 5 Black voters said they would vote for someone else rather than Biden or Trump in 2024 presidential election. This is according to Gen Forward survey released in December. Wow. Wow. I don't understand why anybody would vote for them. And both sides need to stop lying about doing the most for African Americans. Neither one of you have done the most for us, and y'all need to stop standing around telling that lie. For real, Republicans and Democrats. For real. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.